Companies like Meta and Google are doing away with employee perks as they slash jobs. I'll explain why this matters to you in a moment. So far this year, more than 126,000 workers at 465 tech firms have been laid off. And thousands more could be looming. But I've been telling you on this show, don't freak out. Because the tech world is its own world. And what they do is, and these are publicly held companies. We're talking about Meta, which is the stupidest name in the world, but it's the parent company of Facebook, and Google. So what do? They make all their decisions based on their stock price. That's the game. So you represent a unit of production to them. So they'll hire you when they feel they can, and they'll fire you the moment they think you are going to hurt their stock price. Well, they're also doing away with more stuff. You remember, 5-6 years ago, it was like, have you seen Google's campus? They've got an eating plan that's unbelievable. They had all the perks. They have nap bubbles that play your favorite music. I made that one up, but you get the point. They probably do. So Facebook and Instagram have already laid off 13% of its staff, and there's expected to be another round of cuts. And Mark Zuckerberg has labeled 2023 as the company's year of efficiency. So here's some of the perks that they're cutting. The company's dinner service has been pushed back later, less time. Shuttle service has been changed to discourage workers from staying just to get a free meal. They're even getting rid of their to-go containers. Facebook's cutting back, folks. They're trying to push people out. They're just wimps. This is stuff that they were bragging about before, but now they're cutting back big time. Free laundry and dry cleaning service has been done away with. And again, I don't begrudge a company for cutting back. This is smart. I mean, let's just be honest. When income goes down in our personal lives, we need to cut. Right? I get it. But I'll land the plane on this. Salesforce, the big sales tech company, beyond 10% of the workforce has been let go. They've also eliminated their monthly paid day off that they previously offered to focus on their well-being. Now, wait a second. See, these companies came out and they talked about, we're going to give you a mental health day. Going to give you an extra day off. And and now stock prices changed a little bit. What are they doing? They're taking it away. And this is my point. The point I'm making with these bigger companies and companies in general is there's a difference between principles, watch this, and what I'm going to call promotions. See, Salesforce, when they give you a 1 day a month mental health day that they pay for you to have better mental health, and they spout it out and they talk about it, and then they pull it away when their stock price hurts, that's not a principle. You with me? It's not a principle. They didn't draw a line in the sand and say, we care about our people's mental health. They dangled a carrot. It was a promotion. It was some good publicity. Staying with me here? You see what I'm doing here? You see what's happening? So when we look at cultures, we go, wait a second, is this a place defined by principle and how they treat their team and their people? Or is this just a thing they do, and when times get a little tight, they're going to cut it so fast your head will spin? Twilio, a company that used to give workers an allowance to spend on wellness and books. Now, this is straight up personal growth development. Looks like a principle, doesn't it? Ha! Twilio, they care about me growing personally, which, by the way, is a huge thing that workers want. So they're going to give me an allowance to spend on wellness and books. Well, that's been eliminated. And they used to be able to apply for a month of paid sabbatical every 3 years following the company's dismissal of 1,500 workers. Well, they cut that too. See, that's not a principle. They say they care about their people, but it was a promotion. You got to know the difference. Goldman Sachs. They're cutting back on free breakfast and free lunch. No longer offer free coffee. Really, Goldman Sachs? Really? Goldman Sachs going to cut the free coffee. What? This is one of the wealthiest, most successful companies in the world. You can't find another place? Here's my point. It's ludicrous to go, well, I tell you guys, the economy is a little shaky right now. Might be a recession. We got to cut back, guys. Send me a proposal. Big shot at Goldman Sachs looks at all the things that they can cut, and they go with, yeah, let's cut the free coffee. Google. The company's in-house massage therapists were included in the layoff of 12,000 employees in January. The cuts included 27 therapists in total, 24 at the head office, and 3 across the Los Angeles and Irvine offices. Again, I want you to catch the bigger point here. I'm all for companies cutting expenses, okay? But when you brandish it and brag about it like it's this big cultural thing and then it's the first thing to go, you got to ask yourself, was it a principle or was it a promotion? Now, again, there's a difference between cutting the free coffee and then, everybody having massage therapists. I get that, all right? But it's not lost on me what's going on. Here's the big takeaway. It's not hard for you in the interview process to figure out what kind of culture, how do they treat their people? That's your job to dig into that before you decide to go join them.